Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Oh man, this is like the gift that keeps on giving. Today is just really special. What up, nerds? This is your Supreme Leader, and today we're going to be reacting to Geeks and Lamers in his most recent video. Mandalorian Season 3 Disaster. Disney Star Wars is dead. Man, I don't know about you guys, but lately it is the trend. Star Wars is dead. Everyone's coming out and saying that Star Wars is over. Like, who actually buys this crap? But I have to give where credit's due. Maybe people are just done with Star Wars and they just want to watch something new, something fresh. And I respect that. But to hear it on a daily basis, Star Wars is dead and Kathleen Kennedy needs to go. Well, I got some very bad news for all of you watching this right now. She ain't going nowhere. But why does every channel now wants to talk about how terrible Star Wars is? Because of people like Geeks and Gamers, Nerdrotic, Critical Drinker, and the list goes on, baby. And what I find ironic is that everyone was saying Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are the future of Star Wars. They're going to be what saves Star Wars from the crumble from the hands of Kathleen Kennedy. And then what happens? Everyone turns against them. And then he came out saying this. And this is his words, not mine. Just watch. You'll be blown away by what he had to say. Even I was like, really, dude? We're doing this shit again? Let's have a listen, shall we?
The third season is low only because of review bombing, Ryan. It's only because of review bombing. The only reason that scores at 50% is for review bombing. That is a fact, and you cannot deny it. That is the nonsensical argument every single time we see this. It's just review bombing, everybody. No, it's not. It's bad. People just don't like it. People are checked out.
Maybe it's not them. Maybe, just maybe, could be you. And it's funny how his tone goes from, it's really bad, as if he's trying to convince his viewers that the show was actually terrible, when in reality it isn't. And how would he know how the show is doing if he hasn't even watched it? So that means you have Disney Plus and you are watching it, meaning you're giving money to Disney, a company that you hate. Go figure.
Everybody involved is responsible for this.
There it is, guys. There it is. He said it. Have a listen one more time.
In slow motion.
Everybody involved is responsible for this.
There you have it. Look at your hero, Geeks and Lamers, saying how it's everyone's fault at Lucasfilms. And then I was scrolling down his comment section, and there was one comment that got to me and actually made a lot of sense. And I'm just going to put it on right now so you guys can have a look. Now, from my understanding in this comment, I think he or she is subscribed to Geeks and Gamers. Said to him, calm down, Jeremy. You don't even watch these crappy shows, right? Why would you say fuck them all who works at the studios? What's any of this got to do with electricians, grippers, payroll, carpenters on the state and direction of Disney Star Wars? And you think everyone else is deluded? 98% of the production staff just do what they're told to earn and feed their families. I gotta agree with that. It's the top 2% who have direct power and influence as to what the brand is now that call the shots. I hope you do know the difference between employed and self-employed and the do's and don'ts that come with that. You talk such drive sometimes. Wow. Mic drop. The fact that he said you talk such drive sometimes says that you got a lot of issues with Disney. You got like the biggest lightsaber shoved right up your ass. And sooner or later, this person right here, he's going to have an awakening and be like, fuck this dude. He's crazy as hell. I'm going to do my own opinion. Fuck his. That's how it happens. Everyone eventually breaks free. And this comment was really important to me because, yeah, it does go more deeper than just actors, directors, producers. It goes even more deeper than that. It goes to the people who do costume designs, who design the sets, the guys who are in charge of building the sets and everything, who design, who spend countless of hours making the show, editing it, the marketing group. There's a lot of categories when making these kind of shows, and people don't realize how complicated it is. And the fact that he said that makes him the biggest piece of shit I've ever seen. Especially to somebody who can't even answer a simple question that a kid can answer when it comes to who Star Wars is being catered to who audience, which anyone can answer, obviously. But don't let this change the fact that he said that everyone's responsible for this. Oh, but it only gets better from here. Just watch. Look what Geeks and Lamers had to say. It only gets worse from here.
That's Favreau, whether that's Filoni or whatever. But we have heard the reports that Kathleen Kennedy got more involved in season 3 and derailed a lot of things. This is Star Wars. This is Kathleen Kennedy Star Wars. This is Jon Favreau Star Wars. This is Dave Filoni Star Wars. This is them. They want to work for the Queen. They know who she is. They know what she's about. And they have decided we're going to continue to keep our names attached to this fucking horrible person who does nothing but ruin Star Wars.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure? Oh, don't make me laugh. Geeks and Lamers. You know, that's a load of crap. And I remember that there was a video of you a few years back saying how much you love The Last Jedi. And if you guys don't believe me, look it up on YouTube. Oh, but wait. There's more. Just have a listen. Just, oh man. It cannot go any more lower. Just watch.
You are responsible just as much as she is at this point in time. No one gets a pass anymore. You don't get a pass anymore. It's over, and we have to hold every single person accountable, and nobody gets a pass. Nobody. Fuck them all. Fuck Disney Star Wars. Every single person involved in the company. Fuck them.
Ah! There it is! There's your hero, Geeks and Lamers, in high definition and quality, admitted it to your faces that fuck everyone. Fuck myself, fuck Dave Filoni, fuck George Lucas, fuck Jon Favreau, and fuck Kathleen Kennedy. What more evidence do you guys need? He just said it. He don't give a shit. He wants people to be held accountable. He wants heads chopped off. That's the exaggeration that he's saying. That's what it is. He wants them gone. He's been saying this since 2017. We're in 2023. That's like a 6-year-old grudge. That Luke Skywalker lightsaber that he has shoved up right up his 2 white pale cheeks is burning fume red because he can't handle it. No one can handle it. And the very sad part about all of this right here is that there are suckers who are actually believing what he's saying. History is repeating itself once more. Dave Filoni, George Lucas's apprentice, is now starting to get that heat. Favreau, low-key, he's getting that heat too. And people who have common sense will know right away that this shit is a full circle again. Which leads back to that one comment from earlier. So is it really all of their fault too as well for making The Mandalorian and for making all this Star Wars content that they have for us? And if that's what he thinks about Star Wars, oh man, imagine for Marvel and the rest of the IPs. Oh, hey, you don't do that shit. That's like disrespectful right there, to have to spit on the faces on everyone who helps make these TV shows and movies. This is like the ultimate tantrum right here. You really lost hope on the franchise that you once loved. And how does he want to spread that word? With negativity. Nothing positive. It has to be fuck Disney and the mouse could shove it. Wait, there's more. Just watch.
Well, if you want to listen to those reports or rumors, that actually was from back in season 2. Apparently was all the involvement. It was right after season 2 that, they threatened to quit. I guess they weren't planning on taking over with the Star Wars Civil War. But that would have been when all that stuff started, according to these reports and rumors. But there's a lot of things that are turning people
rumors.
off, including Bo-Katan becoming the main character in the Mandalorian.
Oh, the
taking
sexist is
lightsaber,
strong.
taking
Oh,
all the
the
spotlight
sexist
away
is-
from Din Djarin. There's a lot of problems that people have with this.
Oh, apparently
the
you can't have
cameos
female.
by our girl here, Lizzo, and Jack Black, which is just one of the most.
Oh, but then hear you guys bitch and complain over Sasha Banks. Oh, you guys bitch.
Oh,
if you guys are wondering what I'm doing, I'm inner monologuing. Sometimes these guys' conversations get really boring real fast. That's why I talk to myself here.
All in all,
What is wrong with Jeremy's face? Looks like he has that lightsaber so shoved in. Either that or he's really thinking about Rey talking. Really thinking about he's daydreaming.
Well, I mean, it's essentially The Last Jedi now. That's where it's at.
Geeks, how's your ass? It must be sore and smelly, having that lightsaber so shoved in. Damn, I don't know how you do to walk around. Holding that lightsaber for 6 years, still hitting The Last Jedi. The fact that you just compared it to The Last Jedi, that's embarrassing. Hell no. You're talking about two different things, a TV show and a movie. The Mandalorian can make up for 2-3 movies. But the fact that you just went to reference it as The Last Jedi, oh, that's where you lost me. You could probably fool your viewers, but you can't fool me. And the many fans out there who actually have common sense, but even they who hate The Last Jedi can't agree with you because of how stupid that sounds.
Like, look at everything that happens with Disney Star Wars. It starts out with, positivity. People are excited. Force Awakens. Oh yeah, $2 billion. Everybody was on board. And what ultimately happened? It just fell off a fucking cliff.
Okay, that made no sense whatsoever. Does anyone even understand what he's saying at this point? $2 billion? How is that a failure? Please, somebody explain to me.
Mandalorian started out with all of this momentum, and look where it's at now. Completely divided the fan base.
Hold up right there. Now, I'm pretty sure there isn't a division between the Mandalorian fans. I think we can all agree that there are some good seasons and some bad seasons, but we're not angry at each other as far as I'm concerned. But why you make it sound like if everyone hates the Mandalorian? Is there a division? I don't recall. Because the only thing I hear right now is about how much everyone hates Daisy Ridley and the character of Rey coming back to get her trilogy, and that they plan to do all these upcoming Star Wars shows leading to female leads. That's all I hear. I don't hear anything about the Mandalorian, so I don't get where you get this imaginary idea that everyone is divided. More like united.
Ruined many of the characters involved in it. Ruined any potential storylines, just like the sequel trilogy.
And this is where you lose your credibility, Geeks and Lamers, because the fact that you just now related it to the sequel trilogy, nope, I ain't buying that.
Below lost money. Every project that gets announced doesn't actually happen, or at least most of them don't happen. There's just no scenario where you can defend Lucasfilm or Disney Star Wars. There's no defense of it at all. There's none. Anyone with a working brain and the slightest bit of common sense cannot defend where Star Wars is at.
You guys cannot tell me that what he's saying is absolutely true. Because, once again, I don't buy it. Fuck. Am I supposed to actually believe that everything that Disney has done over the past 10 years was absolute garbage and that I can't defend it? Oh, I can. And there are millions of fans out there who enjoyed the sequel trilogy, spin-offs, The Mandalorian, whichever order you want. They can defend it. And you want to talk about common sense, Geeks and Lamers? Well, you're looking at it. Common Sense 101. This is the exact same thing that fans said when the prequels came out. This is the exact same shit that it was said when Return of the Jedi came out, when the editions came out. I've heard of it. Been there, done that, heard it. I've heard all the stories. But there was always going to be people that will defend them because they love them. As a matter of fact, I can even defend the prequels, the original trilogy. Heck, I think I'm blessed that I like all of them. There's some people who don't like all of them, but they can defend them. They could argue with me and say how much they love the original trilogy, and yeah, we could have a discussion about that. They could have a discussion with me about how much they love the prequels, but they don't like the Clone Wars. We could have a discussion about that too. But don't act like Disney Star Wars movies and TV shows can be defended. Oh yes, they can. They can be defended, and there will be fans that will stand behind them because they love them. Whether they're new fans, old fans, hardcore fans, people are always going to defend something. You geeks, on the other hand, you're not encouraging that. In the contrary, you're saying that I shouldn't defend it. So go fuck yourself.
It is objectively terrible in every way possible. Kathleen Kennedy not being fired. There's no Civil War.
Civil War? Oh, so you mean you want something bad to happen? Like, for instance, have a shootout at a mass celebration and engage other fans to get rid of everyone in Lucasfilms? Oh yeah, Civil War. And they call him the hero?
There's none of this. None of this is happening.
Why is he insisting of wanting something to happen at Lucasfilms? It's a red flag, guys. Somebody that says, I want a Civil War, and you want to know why it's not going to happen? Because us fans, we're not going to take it to the extreme. Yeah, like your constant nagging and bitching and all that negative influence that you guys have, all that swag you carry around, it's nothing but total BS. That's why they'll just continue to rule. And you guys are always going to come back for more. That's how it is.
And again, as someone that was on the belief that Kathleen Kennedy was going to be fired early on in the disaster of Disney Star Wars, I understand wanting to believe that. But ultimately, it's just real easy to realize that she's not going anywhere until she's damn well ready. And that is a direct slap in the face to every single fan out there. Every single true fan of Star Wars. That is a direct slap to them.
Well, I'm going to let you in a little secret, Geeks and Lamers. You don't speak for us. And you never will. The fact that you just said that at the end makes you even more of a prick that you are already. A slap in the face on all the fans? You mean most of the fans. And I can agree that I am most of those fans that actually enjoy Kathleen Kennedy's run at Lucasfilms. I've actually enjoyed Star Wars as it is. And the fact that you said that Kathleen Kennedy walking out is a slap in the face to the fans? Hell no. And you guys are never going to be happy until Kathleen Kennedy walks out that door. And the thing is that she's going to be there for many, many years. And I hope she stays. Just by saying this, they're going to say, oh, you Disney show. They're going to call me every name in the Star Wars book. I could give 0 fucks. And you guys could give 0 fucks too as well, because you guys could like whatever you guys want in Disney Star Wars. But don't make Kathleen Kennedy an excuse that Star Wars hasn't been good for years. I don't believe that crap. Anyone that tells me that, I just don't buy it. And the fact that now Favreau and Filoni are going under the bus, and that you made fun of them too as well, saying that they're responsible for how Star Wars is right now, that, I consider that a slap in the face. For giving us The Mandalorian, the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, the Book of Boba Fett, the list goes on. And I know many of the viewers who are probably supporters of his don't want to hear this, but he's delusional, lost. He is an uptight fanboy with the biggest lightsaber shoved right up his ass, with years of holding that grudge against Disney that, oh, it's gone SJW, identity politics, blah, 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 blah. It's boring. There's always been politics in Star Wars. Build a bridge, get over it, move along. It's common sense here. It's not so hard. Any Star Wars fan could figure this out. But the fact that Geeks and Gamers just comes out with this shit and tries to blame everyone now, it's fucked up. And most of his viewers are probably going to be doing the same thing too, bashing at them too as well, saying how much they hate Favreau, Kathleen Kennedy. It's the triangle, and now they're going to be the targets of hatred, and it's going to start the whole George Lucas hate cycle all over again. Just watch. Don't be surprised in a few years if Filoni or Favreau, they just walk out and just go with Marvel, or they just go somewhere else now because of the fans scaring them, or they're just not getting views, or the critics are strong. In conclusion, my friends, Geeks and Gamers a bitch. No ifs and or buts. He is the bitch. Along with Ryan Crying Johnson Jr., then you got him. Oh man. Day by day, he just gets more comical. I think when he comes out and does his videos, he should put like a red nose or something. You'll be looking like Bozo the Clown. Well, that is all I gotta say. Well, my friends, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Goal is 2,000 subscribers. Let me know in the comment section down below, is Star Wars dead or not? I want to hear your guys' thoughts, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care now, and may the Force be with you. Adios.